Hey YouTube, Walking Dead is back. This is The Walking Ed. This is my review of episode 10, Inmates. Now, episode 9 after just showed the strained relationship and what has happened to Michonne, Carl, and Rick. This one showed how Daryl, Beth, and the other inmates from the prison are doing, holding up. Um, Daryl and Beth on the run right now from walkers, and they're having their own struggles. Beth wants to find the group. Daryl has his suspicions that everybody's dead, and that almost I feel like he's feeling that almost the same way as Michonne. He's lost. He doesn't know what to do. That every time that the group this happens, people that he loves die. He just saw his brother die last season, so of course, he's gonna have these feelings and he doesn't know what to do. He's lost. And well, let me before I go keep on going. What I really liked about this episode is that it had this Pulp Fiction feel to it. It really did. I mean, the stories intertwined and was just showed how each all the group basically just showed how the group was fresh, and that's what I've been trying to say. Um, and how they all are fractured and they're all lost, but each story is individual to themselves, even though they fit together perfectly. Story of Mika and Sasha and Tyrese being together and showing that yes, they're all scared and but they have to deal with it, and running to Carol and Carol showing that she was scared but she still has to deal with it, and knowing that this is this TV show, sooner or later Tyrese will find out Carol was the one that killed the two people back at the prison during the outbreak. Um, but they're just showing that everyone has a different path, and their path on the railroad going down is showing that hopefully, I'm hoping what I'm seeing is that sooner or later that they're going to get there first. Mika, Sasha, Tyrese, and Carol will get there first, and then well, and then everybody else will meet up there. Maggie and Sasha and forgot his name, Drunko. I'm going to call him Drunko because he risked the mission for a bottle of booze. Um, are also on the run, and they found out what happened to the people on the bus. They're all dead, and Maggie was distraught because then he had, I was kind of anticlimactic. I think that they could have done better because review the trailer showed that what happened, you know, and I knew they were not going to kill Glenn off, right now. So, when she found that Walker got, in the darkness that looked like Glenn, I was like, it's not really him, but who knows? That's why I like the way the story was, because it almost like it was a Pulp Fiction. You don't know that she's going to kill him and find out it was Glenn, and then they're going to do like almost like John Travolta thing where it would be traced back at the very end and show how Glenn died. But I didn't really think that they were going to kill Glenn. And then Glenn and I think her name was Laura. You guys gonna correct me on this, I bet you. But their story about him, he must have got out of the bus last minute trying to find Maggie, and he was trapped above all those walkers, and he gets in that zombie suit, but he almost shows that you have to go through it. It just showed the emotional aspect of it. That yes, this horrible thing happened, but we're human. We need every person we can get, and you saw that Laura didn't put the use any of her bullets. The gun was full, and then he was like, "Okay, we gotta get through this. It's not that I like you. It's I need you right now. I need you because I need to survive." And I think that is very overwhelming. And I think that when the group gets back together, seeing that somebody survived from the other group that the governor was in charge of might rustle some feathers. But I think Glenn will be almost like happens to everybody else, with Daryl and his brother Merle. It's gonna be like, no, she saved me, she's good, leave her, let her in. But the big shock at the end was the debut of Abraham Ford, and I think that's with his tank is going to just opened up every aspect there is from the comic book and everything else. You're gonna be able to see maybe the hunters coming in. Maybe it's almost like a convoy sooner or later. It looks like the next episode, you know, that Rick, Carl, and Marshall might get picked up and they'll reunite with Glenn and Laura. And that might be the first sign, first there. And the other adventures of Tyrese. Tyrese's group, I'll call that Tyrese's group, and Maggie's group. And I think it's just gonna head up where they're all gonna end up meeting at that little encampment that Tyrese's group is following on the train. I also think you're going to see. I think you definitely have to have at least an introduction to what's going to happen with who's the bad guy and who was feeding the rats. So but overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, I could definitely give it a 9, 8.5 to 9. I thought it was well thought out. Um, had some twists and turns that I didn't expect. I didn't really expect it for them to bring Carol back this soon, and I'm just probably just take it down a notch only because of that whole Glenn situation with the zombie. It was kind of like, I don't think. The only way I think that would have worked out is they did kill Glenn right there and then, and that was it. But just, but that's just my thoughts. If you like what you see, please like the video. Make sure you check out my other videos too. I had a Guardians of the Galaxy review, trailer review, just stating my reactions. If you haven't seen it, check out my other video of The Walking Dead episode 9 after, and subscribe so you make sure you get my videos in the future. Alright guys, have a good night.